Hello, welcome. My name is Jo Everall Taylor and this is Better Body Training, and we're looking at ways to look after your feet and get the ankles moving and make your feet more comfortable. So this might be because you've had problems maybe from things like plantar fasciitis, where the connective tissue underneath the foot has tightened up and is maybe giving you pain, sort of policeman's heel. It may be because you spent a whole summer in flip-flops and your feet are not happy about how they're moving. So feet are very complex, but there's some things that we can use to really help with the mobility and easing off that tension that we get through the feet and around that ankle joint area. So one of the simplest things we can do is some tennis ball releases. So we're going to start just simply by pushing on the inner arch. So the thing you think about as the arch of your foot, when in fact there are three arches through the feet. So this is the medial longitudinal arch, just the arch on the inside edge. So just using the tennis ball to massage through. Now it might feel tight, you might prefer to do this seated on a chair, and that's absolutely fine too. We're just going to take it then to the lateral longitudinal arch, that's that outside arch. So we're thinking again about just rolling up and down. Again, you might get feedback, you might find those sweet spots that you need to work into a little bit more. We're then going to take it to the transverse arch, so the one that kind of goes just around the ball of the foot, and you can just give it some nice massage side to side. So think about it getting some pressure on, and then just some big movements rolling through the whole foot to release off. So this might feel lovely, might not feel so lovely, so take it steady. As I say, if you're seated on a chair, that will release the load a little bit, so you can maybe control that if it's particularly tight. Of course, then you need to flip to the other side. So now we've released off the arch of the feet, we want to do some stretches for some of the muscular attachments. So the first one we're going to do is for this area that comes round the side and up through here, so peroneus group. So we're going to just pop the foot across. Now you can hold on to the wall, a chair, whatever, to help you with that. Try and tuck the toes under and then drop down and put a bit of body weight in. You only have to hold it up to maybe a count of 10. Obviously you can utilise your core, think about your posture at the same time, then coming up and having a go on the other side. So really nice and straightforward. Now I know some of you will struggle to get those toes turned under and the feet flat. Just keep working gently through that. Again, you can do it seated on a chair if that is easier for you. So next we're going to stretch out this rear portion of the ankle. So what I want you to do is line yourself up with the skirting board a little way away with your big toe, and then we're just going to let the knee float forward, but only to the point where our heel stays down on the floor. So if you're too far back and as you lean in your heel lifts, then you need to just come forwards a couple of millimeters and then work on that position there. So you're just trying to find where you can feel this lovely stretch and lengthening coming down through those Achilles connections, coming down to all the soft tissue, the fascial connections that run through the bottom of the foot. So this is going to really help with your ankle mobility. That's going to help with your walking, things like your skiing, your sports performance. So really worth working on. About 5-6 repetitions, and then obviously you need to switch to the other side. So just putting all that together, finishing off with some foot pedals. So I just want you to roll through the feet. So pushing down through your big toe, your little toe and your heel, trying to get that real pressure through. So getting all of the foot working together. When you feel happy and comfortable for that, we're just going to take it through into a body rock. So letting the body rise up onto the ball of the foot, release down, plant through the heel. So again, think about that lovely triad of connection. So we want to think about that lovely control through the abdominals at the same time. Put them all together, should get you moving, should make your feet feel so much better. Have fun!